everyone, it's Eejit, and it's now the beginning of October, so we're going into a new anime season with most of them starting this week, unless you're boy period and you started last week in Japan, but technically it starts in the Western world this week, so I'm still semi-correct. But not talking about that, I want to talk about a series that I am so fucking hyped to see, and that is Platinum! Yay! So I've been reading this series basically all this year. I got this like at the beginning of January or something like that, and then literally I think it was a couple of days after I'd bought this, it was announced that it was getting an anime adaptation, and I was like, oh, that's worked out very well for me. So woohoo! Also, can we just talk about how fucking pretty these covers are? Look. It's holographic! Ah, they are so pretty. You may have noticed there's a slight gap missing behind my head, and that's because I decided I was going to try and show all the manga that I have, but oh my god, this is so hard. So, I have volumes 1 to 13. The 14th one doesn't come out until March next year. Like, how much of a bitch is that? So much of a bitch. And it's the last volume as well, but oh, this is a stockpile. Oh, I really regret trying to take all these down. Oh. So, the series was created by Sugumi Oba and Takeshi Obata. And if you recognise those names, that's because they're the creators of Death Note. So, you have an idea about where this could go. You know that very happy series that is Death Note. And literally on the back of this, it's very like, oh, by the way, from the creators of Death Note, so you definitely know it's not a happy tale. Because why would they not say it's Bakuman? Like, nicer thing, but no. So if that's not something to get you hyped up about for the story, then I don't know what will. Because if you like Death Note, good chance you're going to like this. Arguably, people will say Death Note's better, just preferences. I still highly enjoyed this. Like, I still think it's a very good series. So I hope that anime does it justice, because I think it will be quite good. So, for those of you who don't know what Platinum Men is all about, I'll just read the wee synopsis off of Mal, and I'll give you a wee gist of what it's about. After the death of his parents, a young Mirai Kakahashi is left in the care of his abusive relatives. Since then, he has become gloomy and depressed, leading him to attempt suicide on the evening of his middle school graduation. Mirai, however, is saved by a pure white girl named Nasi, who introduces herself as a guardian angel, wishing to give him happiness, by granting him supernatural powers and a chance to become the new god. In order to earn the position, he must defeat 12 other god candidates within 999 days. Soon, Mirai begins to struggle to survive as a terrifying battle royale erupts between himself and the candidates looking to obtain the most power in the world. Essentially, it's a battle royale with fucking gods. Like, battle royale to become god. That is essentially a nice, condensed version of it. So, the series starts on the 8th of October, and apparently it's going to have 24 episodes. So, a wee 2-course season going into next year, which will be nice. And I'm not too worried that it's going to cover the whole series, because I'm judging by the characters that have been announced that have voice actors. They're not going to cover it, because there's still quite a lot of characters that are missing. Unless they're going to, like, maybe give a wee kind of break in between the two, like, sections, maybe, like, between the two seasons, and then might announce more then, but I'm not entirely convinced about that. So I think for the most part we're good for it's just going to cover about half the manga series, I think. Not going to go into spoilers just yet. Just yet. I can tell you from the off bat there's already a few changes, like, from the manga to the anime. Most of it, well, the most obvious one is hair colours. That sounds really, really stupid. However, the anime series is clearly going for, like, a more realistic vibe. So because, like, the main characters, like, in high school and everything like that, can have wacky, weird colours. Because, like, on the covers, like, he has, like, red hair. Like, wait a minute. red hair. Red hair. So they've made his hair like black, I'm pretty sure. And I understand why they've done that. Just like, oh, it makes it more natural because, like, in Japan, like, you're not allowed to have dyed hair colours in high school. So I understand that kind of point where they're probably trying to just make it be, like, more realistic and be like, oh, this could be a thing that could happen. You know, that kind of thing. Apart from some characters, but we'll get that. That's... Apparently, see, like, white, grey hair, that's fine. That can get away with, but, like, red hair? Nah, I can't have red hair. I'm like, really? But that's me being very picky. And I'm not gonna lie, it took me 2 viewings of the trailer to realise that was what happened. Because I'd watched it, and I was like the teaser trailer, and I was like, something's not right, and I can't put my finger on it. And then literally watched it again, and I was like, his hair's not fucking red! And I was just like, that is the most saddest thing to be, like, annoyed about. I'm like, oh, if his hair's not even fucking red. But anyway. So I'm going to go into a little spoiler territory now. So if you don't want to be spoiled about things that have happened in the manga, you want to go into the anime, like, completely blind, skip to this wee part here. Like, well, I don't want to ruin things for you, like, if you just, like, don't want to be ruined. Try and be good. I usually spoil shit and, like, everything else, so I'm trying to be good this season. Like, I'll try and be good for this episode anyway. So now that's out of the way, I think where the anime we're in, because I'm going by the characters, I feel like at the most it's probably going to maybe end like at the very end of like volume 7, so like basically right down the middle of like the series, because there's going to be 14 volumes in total once the one next year comes out in English. I could technically go read it in like digitally right now, however I like reading a book. I have read all of them through the book, like physically. I prefer reading physically. It takes a lot for me to read them digitally. Like, I wouldn't mind if I'd already started ages ago reading it digitally and reading a chapter like every week. Like, I don't mind that. However, when I read it in the book, I prefer to read it in the book. It's just as stupid as that. So, I think the way it could end is like the wee cliffhanger on the end of this one, where it's between Marie and Kennedy, like before, like, essentially their last battle, but it's just before, like, obviously they die, or, well, Kennedy dies, and it's literally just the threat of them being, like, literally so close together, like, before they fire off. So I think that's probably where we're going to leave off from, because going into the 8th volume, of, like, more characters are revealed. But I don't think they'd want to end it like that. Especially, like, in the promotional material, it's very much, like, Kennedy and, like, Mirai. So I think they'll probably try and keep that for, like, the whole season. Because I don't think they would want to kill off Kennedy, like, well, not so soon, because obviously he just dies anyway, like, halfway through the season, obviously. But I feel like they want to try and keep that kind of suspense till the end, and then, like, the next season will cover the rest of the series, and then it'll start off basically with his death to then be like, oh, by the way, there's been other people in play that you don't know about. Because I think that's where it'll go, because the last kind of major, like, god candidate that is, like, been announced, like, in the cast is Hajime. So... because the thing is, Hajime dies before Kamade dies, so that could be the shock at the fact that he dies. That would be like the kind of shock factor of that, and then the shock factor of season 2 will be the fact that Kamade dies probably either in the first or the second episode. So that's my thoughts on where the anime is going to go. From the trailers, I actually think it kind of looks kind of good. I'm actually, like, excited to watch it. I also kind of want to see how truly dark they'll go with it, and especially within the first episode, given the Mirai's aunt literally just kills herself, like, right in front of him and just, like, violently basically stabs herself. I wonder how much of that they're going to show. That's what I'm kind of wondering. Will they kind of lighten it off a little bit? Or even, like, will they kind of show the little mini orgy thing in the car before he gets brutally murdered? Oh, I'm so excited for this series. I really hope it does well because I really do enjoy this, like, manga series. And I feel like it will be quite good, like, animated. Like, it's done by Signal MD, which has a good kind of track record for doing decent, like, shows and whatnot. So, fingers crossed, it's going to be good. The kind of nice thing about this series is, like, see if you watch the whole first series. Basically, by the time it finishes, the whole manga series will be out in English. So, you could literally just binge read if you wanted. Like, say if you're that kind of person that, like, watches a series and it's like, I now need to read, like, from now on. Like, I need to know what happens. No pointing fingers at myself. Then, this is a perfect series. Like, it kind of hurts when you get into a series and it's still ongoing and it's like, oh no. Pungo. What? Case of Vanitas. What? So, there is that. Like, there's always a kind of positive. Let's have a wee positive note on that. But yeah, so October 8th, we'll see what Platinum End brings to us in animated form. I really do hope it's good. See if this ends up being really rubbish, I'm going to be so heartbroken because I've literally been looking forward to this, like, all year since since I've known about it. Especially, like, the further I got on with the manga, I was like, oh, it's going to be so fucking good. So I am terrified if I don't like this. Oh, but anyway, positive thoughts, because there's going to be none in this series. Oh, well, so hopefully check it out. Let me know if you like it or not. Are you excited? Tell me if you pick up the manga because it's good. And also discuss about how fucking pretty the fucking covers are. I will not shut up about that. That's one thing that it's so good. Like, just that kind of holographic kind of gleam on it. Oh, it's so pretty. Yes. But anyway, enough rambling from me. So, until next time, I'm AJ, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.